And we are back, y'all. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Colin, aka NilocGetMoney, aka Mr. Chase a Bag, aka
Rich young money nigga getting that nigga.
Damn, nigga, long ass fucking.
And today we are back with a new video. Today this is going to be a finance type of video. It's something new on this channel. Actually kind of goes with my name, NilocGetMoney. It's the first video that's probably like that, actually. Anyways, today's video we will be talking about how to fix your finances for 2026. How to not be broke in 2026, all right? We are closing in on the year. It was just my birthday. Happy birthday to me. Christmas is coming up. I know none of y'all got money for gifts, but by the end of this video, we're going to change that for next year so we'll all be good. This should be a pretty simple video. I got 10 tips for you guys to hopefully help you guys understand your finances a little bit better and maybe pick up some better habits for you guys too. So by next year, you will have a whole bunch of more money and a whole lot less stress on your life. Because let's be real, money is probably the #1 stressful thing in everybody's life. So by the end of this video, you should be knowing how to not only keep the money that you make, but also find better habits to hopefully grow the net worth. And again, be stress-free. Now, I will disclaim, I am not a financial advisor. This is just me living life and over time building my own habits and taking habits from other people, adding them into my own life. And, you know, I've done this for about 6-7 years now. And, you know, I have come a long way. I would like to think I've come a long way. Especially from when I first started, you know, working and, you know, becoming 18 and being in the workforce and whatnot. So with that being said, this is not going to get you rich. This is not a get rich quick scheme. I'm not going to tell you a secret that you already don't know. This is basically just an informative video for you guys to follow. And, you know, it's kind of like some tough love. And you need to hear it and then you'll apply it into your life. And hopefully, like I said, make some more money, have some more money. So the #1 thing, I'm going to start with the best one you could do first. Let's just get right into the meat and bones and I don't know. #1, track your finances. So to track your finances, what we're really looking for is your income versus your outcome, right? This is a very simple, very simplistic way of doing this, but it's super effective. If I asked you guys right now how much you make in a month, you could either tell me right away. If you're an hourly person, maybe not as much, but if you're on salary, probably. Now, if I asked you how much do you spend a month, could you tell me? Don't lie. Don't lie, chat. That question is a little bit more trickier. I feel like a lot more people know their income. They don't know how much necessarily they're spending. Either way, for me, I never knew. I was just like, you know, I'm getting about this much money. I would either spend it in cash or, you know, just spend that money and then it would just, you know, money just came and went for me. What I recommend you guys do is track your finances. It's very easy. Just, you know, take how much your income is and then minus or, you know, compare it to your outcome, okay? Basically what you're looking for is if your income is lower than your outcome, we got a problem, okay? If your outcome is bigger than your income, again, this is very simple, very like duh, Niloc, duh. But if your outcome is higher than your income, you're not making money, you're actually losing money. Your net worth is gonna be negative. You're going into debt. That's what that means. So the way you can track your finances, #1 app I use, this is not sponsored by the way, but Rocket Money, talk to me. I use Rocket Money. It's very simple. You just sign up. I think you can do it for free too, but if you want, you can like pay for like premium version. You know, if you're broke, it might be worth it. Basically, you just set up all your accounts. You get your checking accounts, savings accounts, credit cards. You know, everything that gets money taken out of and money going into, you just sign it up and then it'll track it for you. Very easy, very nice. I got a few buddies who have it too, and it's a game changer. Again, it's really eye-opening when you see how much not only are you making but you're spending, and then what you're spending it on, which we'll also get into in a little bit. All right, #2, we're gonna stay out of high interest debt. Okay, now this is a little tricky because when I say high interest debt, I'm really meaning like credit card debt, but we'll get into that later. But just like any big debt too, right? Yes, that Hellcat is perfect. It's so fire. It's so aura, and you want it, right? I understand the appeal, but guys, I would rather you have a hoopty and have more money left over so you can eventually buy the Hellcat than buy the Hellcat for, you know, $1,200 a month forever, right? Like that's just not practical. It's not the best cost for your money, okay? I'll get into it later too. I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money. I just want you to be thinking about what you're spending your money on and how it's working for you, right? So #2, let's stay out of high interest debt. Basically credit card debt, big purchases, school, even like if you're not taking school seriously, like why are we going $100,000 in debt for, right? Try to stay out of debt as much as possible. Again, I know everyone's situation is different. Some of these tips might not be able, like you might not practically be able to do, okay? I have no kids. I don't have any pets or real like expensive habits or expensive responsibilities that I need to take care for, right? I've also set up my life that way so I don't have stuff like that. Now, eventually, like kids, do I want kids one day? Yeah, sure. But right now, for my financial situation, this is what I got going on. So again, you might have kids, you might have people to take care of, and this might not work for you. You might have to go into debt, and I feel for you. That is tough. I am just trying to give everybody a broad horizon for your financial literacy, okay? Let's go number 3. This is a good one. Pay yourself before your bills, okay? Paying yourself first, you need to think you are the first bill. You are. I understand rent and all that stuff comes, I can't live without Spotify, so I understand that needs to come out. But if you're not paying yourself, basically saying, I'm cool with just owing everybody else, right? I have no money of my own. I just pay people. My money just goes out to other people. It's not good. That's not how we want it. When you're not paying yourself, that is where that stress comes in. If you're not paying yourself, you're not building an emergency fund. We'll get to that. You're not building, an investment portfolio. We'll get to that. But you have to have these things going, and that's where paying yourself first comes in handy. So at the first of every month, I put, money into my savings, and then a little bit later, just in case, if some bills come up, I put money into my investing account. So number 3, pay yourself first. Who else would you want to pay? You want to pay someone else or yourself, right? Like obviously I'm going to pay myself first because it's my money. Number 4 is use credit cards properly. So a lot of you guys, if you don't have a credit card, maybe look into one, maybe not. I don't know. Everyone is different. But again, I'm going to tell you how to use credit cards properly, okay? I have used credit cards since I was 18 because it builds your credit. That's why I think you should get a credit card. But if you're not disciplined enough to not to overspend on your credit card, maybe get one with a low balance. For me, I used to always keep a semi-balance on my cards because I'm thinking like, whatever, like I'll pay it when I need to. Like maybe I just wanted some extra money. Now, I always pay it off. My credit cards never have a balance. Again, I'm not saying that's possible for everybody. I know people have different lives. For you guys, I understand it's gonna be weird. Sometimes you can't pay it all off. That's fine. But that's where this comes in, that's where these tips come in, right? When you're using your credit card, I want you to think, if you can't pay it off, don't buy it, okay? The situation I always brought up to having a credit card balance is like, say you're going to the store, you buy a pair of jeans because they're 50% off, right? You buy a jeans, like they're usually $250. I don't know what kind of jeans you wear, but you wear some $250 jeans. You rocking some Amiris. $250, they're on sale, so now they're $100. You're like, oh, let's go. Mike Amiri. Well, guess what? If you don't pay that $100 off and you have high interest on your credit card and you've stacked a whole bunch of stuff, well, guess what? Now it doesn't even matter that it was on sale because you're going to end up paying more in interest over time anyway. So that's why it's really important to just not have a balance. When you have a balance, when you have interest eating away with you every month, that's just less money for you, right? Subscriptions, stuff like that, like little bits of money. You want as much money coming in, right? Instead of little bits of money coming out every month, you want money coming in every month. So that's a good segue into the next tip I got for you. Tip number 5 is a high yield savings account. So just like credit cards take money out every month because it's about 30% APR on those, you got high yield savings account, which is only, it's not 30%, but it's like 3 or 4% APY, right? The reason those are important is because, again, if you're just gonna you need money just sitting there just in case anything happens. That's where that emergency fund is. Would you rather have $10 added every month or $30 taken away from you every month, right? So that's why we want to not use credit cards and we want to use high yield savings accounts, right? Now, again, this video is not sponsored, but my bank SoFi does have a referral program. If you use my link in the description, I will post it there. If you sign up, they have a high yield savings account. They have vaults, which are super cool in my opinion. You just gain money over time by just having it sitting there. It's amazing. You do have to have a direct deposit to get that high yield savings account. I forget how much money it is over time. But anyway, if you are looking for a bank, if you're looking for a high yield savings account, use my link in the description, the SoFi. I will make money and you will make money. It's kind of, it's like those DraftKings promos. It's whatever, but I really do like SoFi. Again, it's not sponsored, but I do recommend them. All right, number 6. We are cruising, y'all. Number 6 is auto invest a little bit each month. So this is kind of like paying yourself first. It's kind of like a segue. I probably should have put them together. I want you to set this up and forget about it, okay? I will make a different video on investment strategies and or, you know, like a more investment heavy type video. This video is just for you to get your money right, okay? So what I want you to do is I want you to find an ETF. I want you to find like 2 stocks or an ETF, preferably an ETF. And I want you to set up however much you can afford. I don't care if it's $1. I don't care if it's $500. I don't care if it's a band. Set it up either every day or once a month. Whatever is easier for you, whichever is more maintainable for you. If you'd rather buy it daily than just do $1 or whatever, or if you want to do it once a month, do $30, right? You need to set it and forget it. Put it in the QQQ, put it in the VOO, whatever. Put it in there, set it, forget it. Don't look at it, because that's where people start tweaking and start trying to take their money out and trying to gamify investing, okay? That's not the point here. The point is we're building goose egg that's going to grow over time, right? We don't care what the stock is today or what our investment is today. We care about what it is going to be in 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, 20 years, right? That's why we need to auto invest. Investing is a huge part of the game. If you're not doing it, I'm telling you guys, you're going to be behind, okay? It's not too late. Don't freak out, but it is something you have to do. It's not just something where, oh, I'm 40 now, I got to do it. No, you got to do it now. We got to do it now. We got to start doing it. But again, $5 a month, that's fine. I don't care. Stay with it. Set it. Forget it. Build this money over time. Again, something crazy happens, pull it out. Me, I have a Roth IRA. I forget about it. It's great. No stress, okay? There's no stress. And then over time, you're just building more money, right? If you're just putting $200, $300, $400, $800 away all the time and you check it, you're gonna be like, oh crap, I got all this money. Again, that's what's so important about auto setting stuff and forgetting about it. So paying your bills, auto set paying yourself first, which again, investing or high yield savings account. Yeah, auto pay your credit cards off, right? You don't want to think about it. You just want it to happen, okay? This is where you get in those systems. And if you're putting yourself into systems that are beneficial to you, guess what? You're going to be happier, you're going to be less stressed, and you're going to make more money, which need I say, that's the big 3. That's all we need. All right, tip number 7 is we're going to find your biggest expense and see if we can trim them or just, you know, kind of go over your expenses, see what we can cut, yada, yada, yada. Again, I told you earlier, I'm not here to tell you what to spend your money on, okay? That's not the point of this video. I don't care if you drink Starbucks every day, are a Taylor Swift geek, and you need to buy everything that she ever drops, right? I'm not saying, I don't care. This is your life. It's your money, okay? It's your money. You're going to spend it on what you want. I'm going to spend it on what I want, okay? We got to see what's worth it and what's not worth it, right? So for me, I will give you a personal example. For me, I like to golf. I like to go out, and I like to, you know, travel or whatever, right? So those are like my top 3 most important things. However, it's not my most spent categories. You see what I'm saying? So my biggest expenses are eating out, you know, like just shopping, like just randomly shopping, and like subscriptions, right? So if you see what I'm saying, I would rather spend a lot of money on golf or traveling or this and that, right? Instead, I'm spending it on stuff I really don't care about. Like I only eat out because I just do it, right? I'm lazy. I don't cook or whatever. But that's eating my bottom line. And again, that's not the system. The system is I want this, this, and this, not this, this, and this, okay? So that's why we're gonna find out what we're spending our money on, and we're gonna take out what we don't care about, right? I don't care about eating out that much. I'm just lazy and I do it, okay? I would rather have that money saved up over time. Again, over a month, you're gonna save more money taking out the stuff you don't care about and having more money, again, for either yourself or the things you want to spend money on. And then we can go into guilt-free spending, okay? Guilt-free spending is great. I don't care, like, that's where you hear rappers talk about, I don't even look at the price tag, I just cop it.
If I like it, I'ma grab it, I am not a tag reader.
Eventually, you could get to that point if you're taking out all the stuff you don't care about and only spending on stuff you do care about. All right, number 8, this one's a little more specific. Basically, we're going to do a subscription audit, okay? Subscriptions, again, kind of like high interest debt. Like, they just eat at you little by little. Like, it's not a catastrophic blow. You might think $15, $20, $25 isn't that much. But when you add them all up and over time, it's going to hurt. So for me, like subscriptions, I keep maybe 4. I got Spotify, you know, Rocket Money, technically, my PlayStation Network, like HBO right now. And then I have Hulu through Spotify. So those are the only subscriptions I have. But I guarantee you there are probably some other subscriptions in there that I'm not even thinking about. Like the YMCA, like that's like my gym membership, right? All of these are starting to add up, right? So my monthly subscription total is at almost $100 now. And I know mine. I know what subscriptions I have. You need to know what subscriptions you have, and you need to cut the ones you don't. For a while, I was rocking, I had Peacock because I love The Office. The Office is my shit. Best show ever, hands down. But I wasn't watching The Office, so why am I paying for Peacock every month? I'd rather you just buy the subscription when you need it, right? Like, obviously Spotify music, like I'm gonna listen to music every day. I'm gonna pay for that. I have no problem spending that. But again, like HBO Max, like I'm watching The Sopranos now, so that makes sense financially for me to buy the subscription. I'm not just gonna keep Apple TV in case I want to watch something, right? I'm not gonna have Apple Music and Spotify. Just pick one, okay? I don't care. Spotify's better. It's like high interest debt. Each subscription you have is gonna take away from your bottom line. And again, we care about what we care about. That's a bar. We care what we care about. Someone get me on a rap song. Okay, we're getting to the end here, guys. Number 9 is I want you to have 50% of the money up front before you buy anything. So what I mean by that is I want you to have that money basically either up front or before you make the purchase. So again, I don't care, again, a house or, you know, a car, whatever you're buying, those Amiri jeans we were talking about. I don't care if you want it. I don't care if it's a sword, dude. I don't care if it's Napoleon's first sword and you're never going to use it. You can't bring it out in public, but you want it, okay? If you want it so bad, great. I need you to up front pay for at least 50% of that and have a game plan to pay the rest off, right? Because you're not going to just put it on credit because you want it and you saw it, right? It's not, we got to be real with ourselves. Have 50% of it saved up, you put that down, and guess what? Now you pay it off. You paid off that 50%. Now you only have another 50% to pay, and you are making more money over time to get it paid off. So again, this is mainly for like bigger purchases, maybe a purchase you want, but you don't necessarily need. You know, like motorcycle, right? Like, oh, I've always wanted a motorcycle. Okay, well, like if it's 30 bands for a motorcycle, like just have like 10 at least. You know, I know that's not 50, but like 10 at least. Like you can't just put 30 down and expect to be like golden, right? Big purchases on cars and stuff, like I'm really happy for them because obviously they wanted that thing. But now you're paying that month after month after month, and then that interest is going to kill you. Like again, it's like you're not paying just for the final price, you're paying over time price too. If my car is 40 bands, if my car is $40,000, but I take out like a 10-year loan and my interest rate is crazy high, like 30%, well, that $40,000 just turned into like 60, right? So you're not paying 40,000, you're paying 60. So if I have half of that up front, if I had 20K up front, well, guess what? Now 20% of 30K, that's way less, right? So that's what I want you to be thinking about. Again, I don't care what you spend your money on, guys. That's not the point of this video. Don't spend your money how you want to. Just be cognitive? Be cognitive of what you're spending it on and just be smart, okay? That's basically what this video is. Just be smart, and here's how you be smart by paying 50% of that off first. All right, and the 10th and final tip I got for you guys is keep the money flowing. Keep the money flowing and keep trying to grow your income, okay? If that's taking another job, if that's finding a side hustle, if that's, some of you might be really good at day trading, if that's part of it too, by all means. What I don't want you to do is say you hate your job, right? But you're making money and you're just like, I can't do it no more, and you quit, right? Power to you. I'm not mad at that, but you have to have income flowing. We live in a capitalist society. If you're in the USA, if you're watching this video, you're proud, like money isn't everything, but you need money to do things. You need money to survive. You have to have some sort of income flowing. If that stops, you're going to stop. You're going to stop growing. You're going to stop living because you can't eat anything. You're going to be homeless. You're not going to have a home. All right. So we got to keep this money, we got to keep the income flowing, okay? All right, so that's all the tips I got for you guys. I got some bonus, I got some funny bonus ones for you guys. Basically, other things you can do, listen to music that talks about money and like saving money. Shout out Rio to Young OG. He's, I made 60 racks yesterday, but I put up 50.
Bitch, your baby daddy still can't fuck with me. Made 80 racks yesterday, but I put up 50.
He made 60 bands, but he put up 50, and he's only spending 10, right? Like, that's a great proportion. You should be thinking about stuff like that. What is in your jeans right now? Fuck a flashback. Shout out Babytron.
112 ones, hit the stove with a jam pack. What is in your jeans right now? Fuck a flashback.
Like, I need to know what's in your pockets now. I don't care what you've been had. I don't care what you had at one point. I care about what you got now. So, bonus tip, listen to money motivational music. It makes you want to grind faster, grind harder, right? Whatever it is. So basically, that is all the tips I got for you guys. Just to recap, money isn't about luck. It is about structure and habits, right? You're not going to hit the lottery. I'm going to be real with you. You personally, you watch this video, you're probably not going to hit the lottery. So it's not luck. It's really just sitting down, figuring this stuff out, growing up, being an adult, okay? No one wants to do it. Everyone wants to be young and free, but we gotta do the basics, and the basics will literally change your life for the better. I promise you guys. I have never felt less stressed out and more in control of my life adding these tips, like none of these tips I've told you guys I don't do already, okay? Wouldn't tell you anything different. I wouldn't tell you to do something if I wouldn't do or I don't think it's good. You know, it's a lot. It's 10 of them. You know, maybe just start with 1 or 2. Maybe start with paying yourself first or trying to get off that credit card balance, okay? Maybe start there before we start getting into, you know, like investing and stuff like that. But I really do hope this video helped some of you guys or somebody. If you do like these kind of videos, please leave a like. Leave a comment, share it around. You know how it goes. You know how we do on the YouTube. But I definitely have more videos in mind, especially for finances and like investing. So if you guys are interested, you know, by all means, let me know in the comments and subscribe. We'll be back with more videos. So thank you guys so much, and you know, have a great December, and let's have a rich 2026. All right. I'm manifesting it, not just for me, but for all of us. Everyone who likes this video, good money habits are coming your way, all right? Peace out.
Big money on me, nigga, I'ma run it up. Cause I remember I was broken, I ain't have enough. Now I'm fly, she like to back it up, no surprise. Hey, I walk in the bank, look like a walking leg.